Good evening, guys. LaTonya speaks signing in. Wanted to share with you guys real quick on some things that's been going on that I kind of want to get on here and just like clear the air. And it's about, of course, us black people as a whole. People want to know why us as black people always try to make things as a black or white thing, or why we got to pull the black card, or why we always have to bring up the black thing. And as a black woman myself, I feel like I just need to address some things because it seems like some people just don't get it. It is very frustrating to be in a country where we have to work extra hard just to get the things that are just given to people with different skin. And it does appear that they don't have to work as hard to get what they have, but yet we always have to go above and beyond. We have to make sure we talk with intellect, and we have to articulate our words and everything to prove that we can get this job, or to prove that we belong in a certain setting. And so the things that we are saying are just our experiences. It's not like we woke up one day and said that this is what we want to do, or or wake up and say, hey, I have to do so and so. No, we don't wake up like that. We are saying the things that we are experiencing, and how frustrated we are to be amongst different races, but yet we are always felt like we don't matter. We feel like that we are a lot of times less than, and it's not fair. And so, yes, we voice our complaints, and we voice our frustration, because this is what we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And my thing is, if you don't walk in our shoes and have not experienced what we have experienced, then you really can't. You can't bring up anything. Not for real. You can't really comment, because these are the things that we deal with every day when living in this country, where we have to make sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that we put our best foot forward if we want to get ahead in this country, if we want to be considered to be in quote unquote corporate America, or to have our own business. It's like we have to do so much extra stuff, and it just seems like other races don't. And when I talk about other race, I'm not talking about the minority. I'm talking about the minority, which of course includes black people. We have to work extra hard. It's basically the gist of what I'm saying. We have to work extra hard. We have to make sure that we're educated, and we have to look a certain way and talk a certain way so we won't be stereotyped. And I know this may be a touchy subject for some people, but it is what it is. And this is LaTonya Speaks for a reason, because LaTonya Speaks, what I do is I come and I tell the truth about things, and I call a spade, and I say things how it is. And you guys can feel free to leave your comments and let me know how you feel about what I'm saying. But I just feel like I need to put it out there, because people still don't understand that the struggle that we still deal with today, and it's 2017. And it's like sometimes we can get frustrated, but that's why a lot of us are we are Christians. We are faith-oriented people, because if it wasn't for our faith, some of us will not make it, to be frank. But I understand why some people don't want to give us a chance. I totally get it. I'm not sitting here on here saying that all of us, do the right thing. I'm not saying none of that, but I am saying that we all don't fit in the same box. All I'm saying is to be more open-minded and move away from how things were done years ago. This is 2017, and we deserve to have equal rights. Yeah, the Constitution says it, but clearly there have been ways to get around not giving us our equal rights as a whole minority. And the struggle is real. I deal with it on a day-to-day basis, as a matter of fact. Because not only am I I'm black, but I'm also a black woman. And because I'm pretty, people assume that I'm not smart. They just think that I'm pretty and that's it. And it's very frustrating, I must say, living in a country where I'm stereotyped because of how I look. Like, a pretty girl can't be educated. Like, a pretty girl cannot articulate her verbiage. Because I can talk with the best of them. And I keep telling people, I do not fit in a box. Yes, I am a practical black woman. Yes, I know how to change a tire. Yes, I know how to run a business. Yes, I know how to run a household. I know how to do way more than just sit there and look pretty. You know, I can't tell you how many times I have been told that you should just sit there and look pretty. I'm like, what? Sit there and look pretty? Anybody that know me know that that's not what's going to go down when it comes to LaTonya. Sorry. It's just not. But it's just frustrating because people assume that. You know, we live in such a stereotypical world that people put labels on you before they even get to know who you are. So not only am I being stereotyped from other races, but I'm also being stereotyped by my own people as well. So it's like it's a catch-22. You know, and it's like, really? Is that where we at in this world? That, you know, everybody's being stereotyped before you even get to know who I am. You already got me all figured out. And, you know, and I've heard other things, you know, that people judge me on, you know, and I'm like, so it's like a flip of the coin. They just say whatever when it comes to Tanya, you know, which is not fair at all, you know, because at the end of the day, nobody knows me but my family. Family knows me. And I just feel like people just don't get it. They just don't get it. You know, and so that's why a lot of women are strong, because we're beat down all the time in social media, all the time in movies, all the time on all kind of internet sources and platforms, even with day-to-day life, where it's like black women are beat down and because we're not covered at all, you know. And it's like a lot of us walk around with low self-esteem because we get to a breaking point where we're just tired of fighting. We're tired of fighting for things that should come to us like it comes to everybody else. Like, why do we have to work extra hard to get a job? Joe Blow, they just have to know somebody and they get on. They don't even have, some of these people that I'm referring to are not even qualified for where they are, but because of who they are, and a lot of times because of their skin, people are more lenient to give them a chance than they would somebody else. And I don't know if it's because of people's upbringing. I don't know what the case might be. But I'm just saying, and these are the experiences that I have experienced through my eyes. I'm not on here to judge anybody or to ruffle any feathers. But this is what I have viewed through my eyes in my years of being on this earth. And you would think in 2017 that some of these things would not still be going on. But it is. And it's a shame. It's a shame to not only hear your own kind talking about you, but other races too. So it's like we really gotta do better. Because I feel like we're getting hit on both sides of the highway. We getting hit by our own people, and we getting hit by people who are other races who are closed-minded and still living back in the 1950s and 60s and stuff when we didn't have no rights. And I keep saying, I mean, we're not going nowhere. So why we can't just get along and come together? And I don't understand, why does it have to be a color thing to begin with? We as humans, we are the ones that came up with the whole color spectrum. That's not of God. He ain't caring about what color you is. He was not caring. I haven't read nowhere in the Word where it talks about black, white, nothing. Have not read it. We came up with that. In which that is a whole different topic of coming up with the colors, the color of people, coming up with social security numbers to track us and things like that. That's a whole nother subject that I will get to later. Trust and believe. Because my thing is, knowledge is power. And if you don't know nothing, you can't grow. And if you don't know nothing, people can pull stuff over your head. So it's so important to do your own research. Don't just believe what I say. Look it up yourself. Pay attention. That's all you got to do, is pay attention to what's going on and listen. That's one thing about me. I'm very observant, and I listen and I pay attention very well. And I'm not going to speak on something that I don't know nothing about. But this evening, I really feel like I need to get on here and just say to everybody, give people a chance. Don't judge a book by its cover. When somebody show you who they are, believe them at that point. And then you make your decision whether to move forward with them or not move forward with them. But don't make your judgment call based on the outer appearance. Give somebody an opportunity to show you who they are and really be open-minded. There are a lot of people that are unemployed right now not because of what they've done, but it's because of what they look like. And it is so unfortunate to be living in America where we're supposed to be the land of the free. It's very unfortunate. There's a lot of educated people who are unemployed, who can't find a job because of how they look. How crazy is that? And I thank God for everything, that He is doing for me and have done for me and will be doing for me. Because I can very well easily be that person that can't get a job because of what I look like. Or because my verbiage is not, up to their standards, or whatever the case might be. I mean, it's a million and one things that causes people not to get a job. But I'm talking about the ones who are they're qualified for the job, but because of what they look like, they don't get it. I mean, resume is superb, but because of what they look like, they don't get it. Guys, we really got to do better. We really got to do better as a whole and as a community before we raise up a lot of lost people, and that will be our demise. But guys, y'all know me. I keep it real. I touch on the topics that people don't want to talk about, but I have to keep it real. But I want to let you know, this is LaTonya Speaks, signing out. And be sure to leave your comments. I'd love to read what y'all got to say. I holla.